Today's storm caused some flooding problems in Sonoma County. Water pooled up at Mark West Station near Windsor, and we saw a truck just drive through the water, but the road is closed to traffic. So this comes as the county is in the final phase of getting updated flood maps approved that could actually impact insurance rates across the North Bay. So our Brad Hamilton looks at how the county challenged FEMA and what it could mean for homeowners.
For homeowners in places like Santa Rosa, flood maps are a big deal. So when Sonoma County disagreed with the way that FEMA drew up their maps, their engineers launched their own study, and now they're releasing what they found and why it matters. When FEMA updated flood maps for Sonoma County back in 2020, Nathan Corliss, one of the lead engineers in the county, saw something that he didn't like.
They ended up adopting their method based on two different methods. We didn't agree with it, so we commissioned our own flood insurance study.
That matters because being inside of a flood zone comes with real requirements. If a lender sees that your home is on the map, insurance isn't optional. So the county study took a closer look, particularly on a stretch of neighborhoods along Highway 101 between Santa Rosa and Rohnert Park. Based on that analysis, it found different flood hazard designations for nearly a third of parcels affected. Nathan says that some homeowners may no longer need flood insurance. That's if FEMA agrees with the county's findings.
And if you're in a mapped floodplain, you're required to obtain that flood insurance. And so by relieving or redoing the study, we're relieving at least 200 folks of the requirement for flood insurance.
The county paid for the study itself, which cost over $100,000, something Nathan calls unusual but necessary.
Unfortunately, we did have to pay for our own study, but seeing the results of that study and seeing how it reflects reality, it's satisfying.
While most homeowners won't see a change, several dozen will be added to the flood zone. The county plans to work with the community to guide people through the changes. Acknowledging flood maps may catch people off guard.
Yeah, we're right there.
Just ask Fabiola Rivas, who learned her Santa Rosa home was in a flood zone only after the family fell in love with it.
We didn't know until we kind of like fell in love with the home. They were like, oh, guess what? It's in a flood zone.
Her family pays a relatively manageable rate, but other companies quoted them far higher.
We pay about $600 a year. With the company that we found, we got 3 other quotes when we were purchasing the house, and they were well over $1,500.
For the county, Fabiola's experience is part of why they wanted a closer look. FEMA has agreed to move forward with the county's maps and will allow for public comment period where people can challenge the findings before they formally adopt. Nathan says that the county's goal is simple: flood maps that match the county's reality. Now FEMA's 90-day process will begin with a public process, and any changes will take place after that.
Thanks, Brad. Now, happening right now, Permit Sonoma is holding a community meeting until 8 where the public can submit comments and appeal their flood designation.